Oh, yeah.
Well, we're back again. This time, something interesting and like a full-fledged that hasn't been seen on this channel in like forever. It's full Hordes on Hordes.
Yeah, there hasn't been like a Hordes on Hordes with just us for a very long time.
I want to say, did we tape the one at my house that one time on the freaking?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
tablecloth.
that was like barely anything though.
That
wasn't
didn't count.
even Highlander.
That didn't count.
That's like it wasn't even Highlander, man.
So
yeah.
Today we got.
Again, we have the Trolls Battle Box. Now that I am officially employed, you'll be seeing a Mauler in there pretty soon. And Rock.
Oh!
I'm dropping that. Dropping
As a little spoiler, we'll talk about that in a bit.
That's gonna happen in the Domination Sode.
Yep.
Alright, so we have MAdrak, Grip the Impaler, Sip the Impaler, Paint the Axer, my new Trollkin Skinner, and the full unit of champs today.
Yeah, man.
And now they're all base to base. Because amazing. Lol.
And for over here we got Gators, Bloody Barnabas, Ball Snapper, 2 Wrestlers, a minimum Gatorman posse, and the Croak Hunter.
We pretty much got the same solo.
Yeah, because I'm tired of waiting for a Totem Hunter because no one has them ever.
Nope. Because they're that good.
Yeah, they're good, but let's see what the Croak Hunter can do.
They work even better with Rashid. Why do you think he won hardcore? Oh, I'm sorry.
The person who won hardcore with Rashid, which just exists to troll me, I guess.
It just trolls. It just sits there to prove you wrong. Just sits there to prove you wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm still not gonna play Rashid.
Never again.
No.
But we will play Epic Exodus.
So, 23 points.
Yeah, 23 points ish. Yes.
Not quite there.
Almost. 2 more points.
No scenario, just caster kill, I guess.
Caster kill. Killing the casters and whatnot. Well, actually, it's lock kill.
Lock kill.
But whatever. We're not here to be nitpicky, except this guy over there. Well, this is over 2 minutes intro.
For those of you who do know, I recently got into Crix.
I gotta laugh at this one.
And
the funny part is your hat is sticking its tongue out at us. When you had your head down like that. No, a little more. Wait, there. Okay, little to your.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, now it's back.
So, don't like Crix. I played 3 games with Crix, and they're just not doing it.
Insert laughs here.
Yeah, insert laughs here. Make fun of me and stuff. You know my armies well. I'm about the armor, and there's no armor.
So did you learn your lesson about Scabrous? How he's not the best, but he's not the worst.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to put it.
He's not like ridiculous up in your face assassination, but he's not ridiculous attrition.
When I first saw him, I was like, telekinesis everywhere. Oh, it's not that great.
Yeah, no. Telekinesis will not win you games.
No.
Because if you're within 8 inches to use telekinesis, you're within 8 inches to charge. Most of the time.
You're within inches of death.
Yeah, most of the time. If you can telekinesis, you can probably charge it.
That was a horrible roll.
Lol. Alright, now that we've made this intro almost 3.5 minutes, peace out! And then there was water.
And then there was swamps.
Alright,
Gator Trick 1, we had both Routers run. This guy routed for an extra one. These guys took Dirge Miss and ran up. Croak Hunter advanced a little bit in the forest. And then Barnabas walked over, cast Spiny Growth on these 2 Wrestlers and then Swamp Pit. And then the Bull Sniper came up, routed for 1, and cast Spiny Growth on Barnabas. That was it.
That Spiny Growth.
That's Spiny Growth, man.
Continuing on with Mr. Brown. You almost got me doing that, but no.
What?
But no. No, I'm not gonna tell you now. You have to wait. Alright, so we had MAdrak move over here, cast Surefoot on the champion leader, who now, because he has that, affects the rest of the unit, because they're all within 3 inches of him. He then ended his movement over here after burning 2 more Fury. All 3 beasts advanced, riled Grip and Sip, my 2 Impalers for 2 each, and Paint the Axer was riled for 1, and the Skinner moved over to here. Berg Tornjaw. Right? Is that it? Herg Tornjaw.
Continuing on.
Man. Aerial shot.
Yeah.
Zooming in.
Good turn. So, first thing I did was activate Barnabas, who laid down 2 Swamp Pits here and here. Then he camped on the other 2 Fury. This Wrestler walked into the Swamp Pit, rolled for 2. This Wrestler backed out from the Skinner, because on a good roll, he can probably kill this guy.
I don't know, because it's minus 11 with spiny growth. So we're rolling
like
4
5
dice. 4 dice.
Oh.
Wait, no. Weapon master, charge, dismember. So yeah, 5 dice.
Yeah, 5 dice. So what if those are all 6s? So, you know.
What if all those are 6s?
Spiny growth was put on this wrestler from the bow snapper after he walked over here. Gator and Posse walked over here a little bit.
And so they got the march.
Some in the swamp. Yeah, swamp. Or the march dirge.
Oh, hey, don't forget to move your Croak Hunter right now.
I didn't want to move him.
Oh, you didn't?
And Croak Hunter stay where he is.
Okay. Fine. Be that way. Be that way! Son. What do we have to do now? What do they have to do now? Huh? Huh? What do they have to do now?
Continue on.
Exactly. They have to continue on.
What was that joke?
What?
You just said a joke.
I didn't say a joke.
Oh, okay.
Because
What trolls do?
Because it's not polite for public. Oh. Okay, so we activated MAdrak first. Spent 1 to upkeep Surefoot on the champs, who are sitting at defense 14, armor 18, no knockdowns. Cannot be knocked down right now.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fail. Then we had MAdrak move up here, spend 2 to cast Rush on the Xer, who then charged our good friend here, the Wrestler, and did like a whole 5 damage to him.
Yeah.
Yep. Horrible rolls, but he ended up getting maxed out. MAdrak has 2 on him. Impaler's moved up. Skinner moved back into the forest in preparation for something moving forward so he can go gut it. I'm gonna gut this.
Shank.
Yep. And the cool part is, he is defense 17 against melee attacks from War Beasts.
That's so stupid.
That's so cool. See, you think it's stupid until something for either Scorn or Blind Water gets stuck. And you're gonna be going, this is the coolest ever.
Yeah, that's true. Is that it?
Yes.
Continuing
yes,
on.
Because we troll.
Gators.
Like a boss. Alright, so which side do you want to start on?
Let's go over here first.
Alright.
We have the Gators do cold-blooded, and then they charge the champs, doing I'd say a lot of damage.
They killed off one model, took the leader and this model down to 1 box left after making their tough rolls.
Wow, I just realized.
Just took him down to 3 boxes left. Oh no, he's got 7 boxes. He's got 3.
I almost popped his feet, then I realized that they have no knockdown, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Ha-ha!
Save me a feat. Yeah, only killed one of the champs, and then the Totem Hunter.
That's not a Totem Hunter,
The
that's a
Croak
Croak
Hunter
Hunter.
jumped in there
And
and missed by 1.
Next!
It would have been sweet if I didn't.
Barnabas did some stuff.
Barnabas spent 2 for Warpath, and 2 for Spiny Growth on himself. And because I killed a champ over here, this Wrestler moved 3 inches, who then charged Grip, and did some damage.
Took out his mind, so I'm going to have to heal that next turn.
So I charged, death rolled, did some damage, and then rose himself. And then this Gator walked over and did some damage to Paint.
Yep, taking out his body. And almost took out his spirit and mind.
And this Pole Snapper cast Spiny Growth on this Gator.
But that's not.
And then it got canceled out because of Rise. I death rolled for the hell of it.
And now we're continuing on like bosses. That's what we do.
It was your turn.
It was my turn. It was silly. Alright, let's start over here. Where the 4 remaining champs took out the Croak Hunter and 2 more Gators and did like 2 points of damage to him.
Yeah, minimum posse, not as good as a full posse.
Yep. The reason they were able to take them out is because MAdrak moved up, healed a point of damage. He's behind the building if you can't see him.
I see him.
Anyway, he moved up. He spent 1 to upkeep Surefoot on the champ leader. Spent 1 to heal 1 on Paint. And then moved up and cast Carnage, which is silly. That's this guy. Bet you wish you had it right now.
Makeda has it.
Yeah, but you don't have it right now, so... Anyway. Grip over here then regenerated for 3 points of... regenerated 3 points of damage. He then proceeded to poke our good friend, the Dark Hooded Wrestler, for some damage. Sip then charged him and did some more damage. And Paint retaliated against the Light Hood and did a little bit of damage back. And then the Skinner jumped in there and rolled 5d6 on damage, doing 9 points of damage.
Yeah, that gator has 5 boxes left, people.
This is delicious.
Is that it, sir?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Continuing on.
Well, so what happened here? So what happened?
It was like I was winding up for the pitch, and then it dropped the ball. That's basically what happened.
Yeah, Barnabas does. Or as I like to call him, Barnabas.
Alright, so this wrestler and the bull snapper are both frenzied. He charged, the snapper charged him damage, and he killed the axer. Grip.
No, Axer's paint.
Oh yeah, paint.
Because he goes hard in the mother effing paint.
Barnabas cast a flesh eater at that guy and missed.
And went over here.
here.
And then that guy tried to kill him, and he passed both of his tough checks. Shake your head again.
Yeah, I'm shaking my head again.
And
then he killed
finished off Grip.
and then
Missed both times.
missed him because he defense 17 like a troll.
Exactly. Like a troll.
Yep.
Like a troll boss. Ain't that right, Herb Torn Jaw? Like a boss.
Yep, I have 1 transfer, but he's maxed out, and I have 2 frenzied beasts, so
Ah! Not like I can get you this turn.
yeah. So you know, shit.
Yeah, dog. Continuing on.
My crow cutter, no. That's it.
Peace out.
Continuing on.
Peace.
Okay, so what turns
Alright. MAdrak stayed where he was. Spent 1 to upkeep Surefoot on the champs. And then he spent 3 for Carnage again. Because Carnage is sweet. And even that is not enough to redeem Thyra, so sorry guys. Ah, went there. I went back to one of my timeshares on the other side of the line. Okay. In other news, the champs managed to finish off the last of the Gators, the Gatorman posse. The Skinner failed to do any damage this turn, and then Grip managed to hit 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. Sad. And yeah, that was it. Because we're getting dwindling down on models here. And the Skinner finally bites it.
Took all 3 of his initial attacks.
Yes, it did.
Trolls, man.
Yes, it did. Because he survived 2 of his tough rolls.
And then
Like a boss.
And then I bought more attacks and whatnot against him and didn't kill him.
Nope, he's still got 4 boxes left in his spirit.
I'm a troll, so let's regenerate that shit.
Probably.
Bull Snapper, without leaving melee range, walked over and did Spine the Growth on Barnabas.
And thanks to Warpath that Barnabas cast, the other wrestler was able to move over there.
Yeah.
And now my champs are going to
Before
kill
Barnabas
it.
moved over here, he was over here and cast a Flesh Eater at the champs.
And didn't do any damage. And didn't kill anybody.
No.
Because somebody passed his tough check. Yeah! Mario.
Still plumbers here.
What makes you think these guys are plumbers? They're tough as all nails.
And that's it for Gators.
And we'll have to continue on to see what happens next. Because sweet sauce. What? Yeah!
That's so stupid.
Like your face! Oh, so much hate and butthurt everywhere. Anyway, so MAdrak activated, pulled the 3 off a sip, cut himself for 1, and then spent that 1 to upkeep Surefoot on the good old champs. There are some very mad little children in this song. Don't click the square in the middle of the video. It's probably a trap. I'm sure it is because I've seen many traps in my time.
I just face palmed off camera.
Okay. The champs rearranged themselves over here, waiting for the inbound wrestler, and then Sip regenerated 1 in his body, and then proceeded to finish off the dark-hooded wrestler after he snacked on my Skinner. Not cool, man.
Oh, no.
And that was it. He's probably gonna frenzy if he doesn't die this turn. Oh no!
It's the comeback kid.
What has happened? Why you do this, OP?
So, we had Barnabas reaved his fury, cut himself for 1, I believe.
I don't know.
Who then Spiny Growth himself moved up.
This guy finished off Sip.
Yeah, he killed Sip. And then went Torpid and removed the Fury Point.
And he's like, rah, 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 rah.
And then the Wrestler charged one of the champs.
Champas.
And then after some attacks and boosts and rolls
After
and whatnot,
7 attacks,
killed
3 champs.
3 of them.
Leaving the new leader, Model B, with 7 wounds.
Yeah.
Because that's how many Model B had before he became the leader.
Yeah, man.
Like a boss.
And
then there's a MAdrak.
And the MAdrak.
Raggle Fraggle, son. Raggle Fraggle. You ready for this? Because we're going to continue on now. Hey, you're right. Alright, so we had MAdrak go ahead and spend one to upkeep Surefoot on the last champ. He then charged, missed with his charge attack, and did no damage on a second attack that hit. MAdrak then moved up, spent his last 4 Fury to blast you down to 8 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sweet.
And he got critical grievous wounds, so if I snack that champion, I can't heal damage.
No, you can't, sir. No, you can't. And now MAdrak is defense 16.
But I like snacks.
But too bad. None of that for you. And you can't be transferred to either.
I'm sorry?
It says no transfer. Oh, it cannot transfer for a round. And you cannot transfer damage for 1 round. So I believe that means you cannot transfer out damage.
No, if you grievous wound Barnabas, I couldn't transfer damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. There's no more music, so just stop.
Sure for stupid.
Haha! Alright, so where do you want to start? With this guy failing or this guy not failing?
Bull Snapper moved over to here. Didn't do anything. Barnabas moved over behind him. Spun to Girth himself, and then spent 2 to heal 2 damage on the Wrestler. And then the Wrestler
Missed all of his attacks.
missed all of his attacks.
And I laughed.
You did. You did laugh.
I did laugh. I laughed like the guy in your hat laughing. Even though he's got his tongue out, he's still laughing. You must accept that fact. You must also accept the fact that we are continuing on. And dividing by 0. Oh yeah.
MAdrak is really hard to kill.
MAdrak is hilarious. Hilarious.
What'd you do, troll?
Alright, the troll of the trolls. The champ did enough damage to take the... Well, after MAdrak cut himself for 5, spent 1 to upkeep Surefoot. The champ decided that it would be hilarious to do some damage to the other wrestler, taking him down to 1 box, leaving MAdrak to finish off the job. Which he did. Greatly so. Now we're going to continue on. Why? Why you do this? Speak, fool. Speak, Sir Duckface.
So we had the Bull Snapper charge 11 freaking inches because he has that threat range, which is amazing. And blasted some damage on MAdrak. No, I killed champion, I charged, and then bot attacking MAdrak.
You can't, because you went torpid.
Yeah,
you
torpided.
went derp.
Yeah,
you went
yeah,
derp.
yeah. I torpided.
You went derp.
And then riled him for 3.
You went derp. You should have given him derp eyes.
Shut up.
Wait, hold on. His activation immediately ends after he kills something, so you couldn't have riled. So take that fury off. Take all 3.
No.
Torpid, dude. You spent 1 to charge, and then you killed him.
I charged and boosted a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Then,
okay,
yeah.
so you get 1. Okay. Nope. Nope. And then Barnabas been over here and Flesh Eatered, and I used my scroll to say no damage.
I would have killed him, but you did. I'm a troll.
And then he casts.
It's not a scroll. It's like what's it called? The scroll of like something.
Grindar's Preservance.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like a scroll. He holds it up, and it's just the troll face. It's just and then I spent 2 for a swamp pit.
Swamp pit. So now it's my turn, and we'll see what happens now, because we're gonna continue on while we look at your face in shadow. Oh, now it's in the light. It's slower. Because it's 800% slower.
What did MAdrak do?
MAdrak finished off the Bull Snapper and then spent 2 for Stranglehold and missed Barnabas. So he might die.
Maybe. We'll see.
Depends on how much you cut yourself for.
Yeah.
Ah!
And yes, that is right. First time the freaking troll player on our freaking channel has freaking died. Freaking.
All because of that.
He made how many? He made one, right?
I made the first one, which took me... Yeah, because you hit me, you knocked me down to 2. You attacked again, did a buttload of damage. I passed that with a 5. Hit me again for a lot of damage, and then I rolled a 1. I would have been good.
And once again, coming down to Warlock and Warlock.
As usual, after what, like 2 hours?
Yeah. This is 23 points, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and it took us 2 hours.
That's how hardcore attrition we are.
We're freaking all about attrition up in here, man.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of you out there, but if you get attrition with Gatsby, attrition's clearly your game.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
It's really awesome.
Had he made his tough check,
You would have been dead.
I would have been dead.
Actually, you wouldn't have, because I would have only been able to poke myself for 1 fury.
Yeah, and then you would.
Actually, no, I wouldn't have, because I passed the first subject. I couldn't buff for any fury. So I would technically only have 1 box left.
Yeah, you would get 1 attack in.
Yep. So I would have stood up and I would have done this. Let's see what would have happened here. I would have all right. What's your defense?
13.
Okay. Needs a 6. Misses. And it would have come down to this. This whole crazy.
Very good the game.
It was, and expect some heavy beasts.
Yeah, you're gonna
Pretty
get
soon.
some. You're gonna get some shit.
Yeah, I am, because I have a job. I take pride in that job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be making ice cream.
Speaking of jobs, message me if you want a commission, because I paint stuff, you know.
That's the only way he gets income.
Yeah.
Is if you send him stuff to paint.
And I don't charge an arm and a leg, like someone else I know.
I don't paint.
Yeah, but you go hard though.
Hilariously derailing one-liner.
Okay. Stay tuned for the domination episode,
Where we talk
which should be
about
up
stuff.
next weekend.
Where we talk about stuff and you listen and you deal with it. You deal with it, sirs. I don't care. Ooh, I don't see your faces. I don't know what's going on. That shouldn't be the problem. It shouldn't be the point. It's our voices. We're speaking to you from our souls to your souls. How do you not understand this?
Where is this coming from?
I don't know. I just felt like going off on a tangent. Just left field. I felt like it.
Alright, stay tuned for the next one, guys.